Hey trainers, PokéTuber From here and welcome back to a brand new video. So for today's video we are going to go over a couple of things that was recently leaked slash rumored about the BDSP remakes, and then I also thought it would be interesting to go over a couple things about how Diamond and Pearl about how Diamond and Pearl were different to Platinum. It's about 10 facts that we can just quickly go over, but I wanted to just do something for today. It's literally 4 days until the remakes are released. I'm so excited for this. I've been counting down the days literally since it was announced. So first off, we have a leak in quotation marks posted by Abby Zap. It was 3 days ago. It says here, it's details regarding Spiritomb. So it says here, similar to the original games, unlocking the Spiritomb encounter requires talking to 32 people in the underground. Unlike the original games, however, you cannot just leave and re-enter the underground to talk to the same person, as it will not count towards the 32 you need. In the older games, these would be players, but you cannot talk with other players in BDSP. NPCs are now used. Okay, so even if you do it like multiplayer, you can't talk to other people. It literally has to be the NPCs in the game. So it says also, to clarify, you must speak to 32 individual NPCs in the underground, not counting the hikers that sell you things. I mean, obviously, because you're not going to tell them about Spiritomb. They might just try and sell it to other people. This also likely has the impact of moving this guy to the post game, as there are not enough individual NPCs in the main underground areas to reach this count. Although, if their spawns are randomized, which didn't seem to be the case as I looked around, I could be wrong on this, making this guy a very annoying fellow to get to encounter. Now, I mean, obviously, why is it level 25? That is very low for Spiritomb. This is clearly hacked because Eevee does not learn the move Judgment or Boom Burst or even Surf. So this is definitely hacked. But I mean, that could be the case to encounter Spiritomb. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, we don't have the games yet, so we can't say for sure. So this one was posted by JJSCA 3 days ago as well. I can confirm Phoebe's location works the same way as Diamond and Pearl. I finally caught one. Okay, well, I know Phoebe's was very difficult to obtain in those games. So it says here, after fishing in the lake inside Mount Coronet for over 8 hours, yasam, I finally found a Phoebe's. And once I found a tile that it was on, it felt like 50% of the encounters edit further catching makes me feel like it's closer to 75%. Some notes. 1. I actually am not yet in post game. I only have 6 badges. Wow. Okay, so that's all the way up to Rourke's father, the Steel Tantrum. 2. You can catch it with a good rod. I cheated to get a super rod early while I was looking for it, because Zerebi says in the original Diamond and Pearl games it was super rod only. But after I found it, I tried that spot with the good rod and found it just the same. Okay, well, that's good to know. I don't know for sure that there are exactly 4 Phoebus tiles or if they reset daily, but I know that it is definitely not just a rare catch anywhere in the lake. It took me 8 hours to find one, and then I started finding them easily once I found the right tile. Okay, so you're telling me Pokemon are actually spawning according to tiles. That's interesting, I guess. I don't know really how to feel about that. I mean, it's good to know if you encounter a certain Pokemon on a specific tile, then you know, okay, that would make things kind of easier to shiny hunt it, I think. I don't know. But let's just see. So this one is some information regarding the Poke Radar. So it says, I'm not sure more people would know more about... What? I'm sure more people would know more about the massive QoL. 2 QOL change with the patches containing 2 shake after. 2 QOL change with the patches containing 2 shake after patch 1.0. 2 QOL change with the patches containing 2 shake after patch 1.0. 2 QOL change with the patches containing 2 shake after patch 1.0. 2 QOL change with the patches containing 2 shake after patch 1.0. 2 QOL change with the patches containing 2 shake after patch 1.0. 2 QOL change with the patches containing 2 shake after patch 1.0. 2 QOL change with the patches containing 2 shake after patch 1.0. 2 QOL change with the patches containing 2 shake after patch 1.0. 2 QOL change with the patches containing 2 shake after patch 1.0. 2 QOL change with the patches containing 2 shake after patch 1.0. 2 QOL change with the patches containing 2 shake after patch 1.0. 2 QOL change with the patches containing 2 shake after patch What? I'm sure more people would know more about the massive QOL change with the patches continuing to shake after you've used the PokéRadar, which would be a massive help with using the PokéRadar now, and it has made it a lot more user friendly. Okay, well, that's good to know. There's now only one general type of shaking grass. There's no longer two different types of shaking grass as far as I can see and tell. This also in a way makes using the PokéRadar more user friendly and easier to use compared to the old games. Well, it was quite easy to use in previous games, especially in ORAS, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. That was so much easier to use it in those games. So, okay. However, there is still a second type of shaking grass. This type of grass is a more pronounced type of shaking grass, which will stand out more from your standard looking shaking patch of grass. These seem to be quite uncommon or even rare, and what's different about them is that they contain, reveal spoiler, hidden ability potential beta Pokemon. Okay, so as we can see here, there's shaking grass there. My mouse is bugging around, and there you can see like little particles there indicating that that is shaking grass as well. But now if you look at this one, there's like bigger particles and it stands out more. So next we're heading over to the things that were different between Diamond and Pearl and Platinum. I'm not going to read everything, I'm just going to read the main titles and then tell you guys about that. So first off was more Pokemon were added to the Synodex in Pokemon Platinum. Now that is true because the Diamond and Pearl games only had 151 Pokemon, and then with Platinum they added 59 more, giving you a total of 210. Because you could only get 2 fire types in Diamond and Pearl. You could get Chimchar, and here's the evolution line, and you get Ponyta and Rapidash, obviously. So they had to add more Pokemon to that. So then we go over to the number 9, which is focus on Giratina, takes the player to the distortion world. Obviously in Diamond and Pearl you couldn't encounter Giratina, you could only encounter it in Platinum. Now with BDSP we don't get the distortion world, we're only getting a distortion room, which is still cool, but I mean I would have loved to see that distortion world. So then it says here, new characters added to help refresh the story. Okay, I don't know much about this, so let's just see. Amidst the altered story, the new characters also introduced, not to an extent that the core of the game gets revamped, but enough to keep it fresh. Charon is added to Platinum as a Team Galactic scientist and admin, and although the player doesn't battle him, he adds more depth and character to the villainous organization. Luca is another character introduced in Pokemon Platinum as an international police officer who is undercover and trying to uncover the truth regarding Team Galactic and their plans. So that's why we haven't seen Luca, because Luca was only introduced in Platinum, not in Diamond and Pearl. Well, ain't that a bit of information that I did not know? Huh. Okay. So gameplay changes as a faster surfing speed makes for a better all-round experience. What? I did not know. Gameplay changes have been made to enhance performances in Pokemon Platinum. These are not necessarily aspects that players scream out about wanting them changed, but they certainly do still change the game for the better. The speed at which a surf-using Pokemon can travel on the water is sped up considerably, which not only is perfect for players just wanting to get to the next location as soon as possible, but it also makes a lot of sense. Normal land travel gets running shoes and the bicycle, so water travel should be sped up as well. That does make sense, yeah. And now thinking about it, the surfing was increased, now that I think about it. Okay, well that's cool. Platinum gets more locations. In addition to the Distortion World, Platinum has another new location or group of locations in the form of the Battle Frontier. The Battle Park has been removed from Diamond and Pearl and has instead been replaced by the Battle Frontier, consisting of the Battle Factory, the Battle Tower, Battle Castle, Arcade and Hall. Okay, well that's interesting. 5. Platinum has a different order to its gym leaders. I remember this. I think you could get to Hartem City, but you couldn't encounter Fantina yet, or battle Fantina yet. You had to go to Wake and then Fantina, if I'm not mistaken. Let's just see what it says here. Well, both the Diamond and Pearl games and anime have Hartem City's gym battle, with Fantina as the 5th Sinnoh gym battle. Platinum shuffles the order around so that when the player arrives at Hartem City for the first time, they can battle Fantina, moving the Ghost type Dream up to the 3rd in the overall order. That's true. I remember that when you encountered Fantina sooner. I think she's the 5th or 6th. We just read 5th. Hello, Keanu. Sorry, it's the 5th gym. Yeah. 4. Level and roster changes make for different battles with the same trainers. Now that is true. They had different parties and the levels were different as well. Like the Team Galactic, some of the grants, they had a Beautifly and a Dustox, where in Platinum they both had a Zubat. Yeah, both had a Zubat. So there's slight changes, but it was still, yeah. Aesthetic changes were made to the Sinnoh's map and locations. With Platinum being released after Diamond and Pearl, it is only natural for it to be treated as a fix or cleanup of sorts, giving the developers a chance to change the look and feel of locations and other aspects of the game. In Platinum, most cities have been refurbishments, whether it was the pathways, additions to buildings, or general reconstructing. And then we got over to the menus, and the user interface were tuned and altered. Now that was really nothing major as far as I can remember, so all I know is there was just the Poketch, the navigation was easier. That's about it. So then the player's villa is an addition to the resort area, and so this was when you when you went to the resort area in Pokemon Platinum, you were shown this villa and it was yours basically. You owned it. And then other characters like your friends and rivals and gym leaders and even the champion could go and visit you as soon as you unlocked certain items. And then you could also customize it as a base like in previous games. So that was about it. So yeah, trainers, that's all I have for today's video. Sorry if it's a bit buggy. My webcam has been giving me problems and I don't know why. It literally just freezes when recording and then it cuts out the mic as well. So I don't know what's going on. Hopefully this is sorted out now. Yeah, because I'm really trying to do the best for you guys, and it just seems like every now and then something just is like a bugger up. So yeah, I'm going to stop this video here before it decides to do that again. That's why I'm looking to that side all the time, instead of, besides just reading everything, I'm also looking at the webcam and trying to figure out that it's still working. But yeah, so guys, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below what you thought. Do you think some of these things might be in BDSP? If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I would love you guys to join our Pokemon Master, Trainer, Coordinator, Hiker, Breeder, whatever you want to call it, family. And then also hit that notification bell so that you guys know when I upload again, especially now with BDSP coming out on Friday. I'm going to live stream the gameplay if this webcam allows it. Otherwise I'll record the games and just upload it. But you guys do not want to miss it, because with the live stream, with the remakes and BDSP, obviously, I want to get to know you guys more. You guys will get to know me, my personality, because every time I sit down and I record a video, I get so stressed, and I don't want to be so stressed. So I want you guys to join me and all my personalities, and get to know me as a person and a new PokéTuber from South Africa. And then also a very special shout out to my American viewers, because I've noticed the majority of my viewers are from the United States. So shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see all of you, no matter where you are in this country or this world, in the next one. Bye, trainers.